Why does the Muslim woman cover herself, not wear makeup, and avoid tight clothing? And why is the Muslim woman specifically targeted? Let me begin by explaining the scientific reason for her modesty to close the door on secularists who claim they advocate for women's freedom when, in reality, they are advocating for the freedom to access women. To understand the reason behind a woman's modesty, we must first understand the reason behind her adornment to grasp the true and hidden aspects of the matter. When a woman adorns herself, she is trying to attract attention to her beauty, whether through her provocative clothing, her body, or her makeup. She does this to attract her husband and be appealing to him, which means she stirs his emotions and desires. This act is clear and understandable. But when a woman adorns herself, shows her beauty, her body, and wears makeup meant to attract her husband's attention, and then steps out of her home into the street, the markets, or at work, where everyone can see her body and its details, what is the point of this illogical and incomprehensible act? The reason this behavior is not understood is that a prostitute wears tight and provocative clothes and puts on makeup to display her goods and be alluring, attracting men in exchange for money. But when a modest woman adorns herself and displays her charms to people, she is essentially lowering herself below a prostitute because the prostitute gets paid for displaying her body and beauty, while the modest woman gives it away for free. So, it becomes clear why they call for women to be freed from their clothes and follow fashion trends, to become mere commodities that everyone can easily view. For this reason, God commanded Muslim women to be modest and chaste, because Muslim women are not tools or commodities for display, and this is why they are attacked by secularists and even by unveiled women who attack the Muslim woman because they cannot see what she hides, and she is not as accessible as the others. The Muslim woman, with her modest clothing, seems to be saying to them, "Who are you to see my charms and my body? I am not on display. I am not a commodity to be looked at by everyone. I am free. I am not a slave to fashion or makeup, and I do not try to please anyone except Allah. If someone wants to ask me a question, their eyes should be downcast out of respect for me. In my speech, I am truthful. In my promises, I am trustworthy. No one touches me or sees my body and my charms except the one who is meant to. Therefore, they attack her out of jealousy, envy, and hatred for her elevated status, because her modesty reminds them of their own deficiencies and lowliness. That's why they attack her, calling her strange names and insults. Some have called her a tent, others a garbage bag, and so on. But now everyone knows who the real garbage bag is and who is cheaper than a prostitute.